Showtime. Hello, my beautiful gems, and welcome. Hello. Oh boy, just waiting for a few of you to join the room. It's going to be an interesting topic today. Welcome, my beautiful gems. This is going to be a very interesting topic. It's going to be all about the mental health hygiene or emotional health. So hopefully, Laura, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Just waiting for a few people to join the room. It's going to be an interesting topic. Okay, so while we're waiting for everyone to join the room, I am going to go over the energy for today. And Honeybee, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. So the energy for today, because it's going to be a very interesting topic, and you are not alone. Take 3 is going to be about the mental health or the emotional health. And it's going to be about how we can take care of that hygiene. Linda Ann, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. So nice to have you here. Phoenix, hello, welcome. It's been a while. We missed you. Thank you for joining. Okay, so today the topic is going to be a deep one. It's the mental health hygiene. It's a very large and heavy topic. So my beautiful gems, I might go through it quite focused. So if I don't read your message, I apologize for that. But just trust that I am truly happy that you guys are here. I'm truly happy that you guys are joining me. And hopefully, if you do have any questions, I will try to pin them so that I can get back to your questions. Okay. So the energy for today, and I'm using the Wisdom Keepers Wisdom Keepers deck, and it's a very deep deck. And if you followed my daily guidance, you must have seen my deck. And today's energy is about patience. Okay. And I thought, Spirit, how perfect is this? This is really interesting. So patience is about trust. If you trust life in every moment, even the challenging moments, and in doing so, you will always remain in the flow. Okay. Leanna, hello. Hi, Jem. Hello, Leanna. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay. So a little story to reflect on patience. Okay. Are you needing to be somewhere fast? So just think of it. Are you needing to be somewhere fast? And that can apply to a lot of different areas in our life. Novi, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. So nice to have you here. Okay. So let me begin. A little story to reflect on. Are you needing to be somewhere fast? Like your career, your goals, or your family situation, or even your personal ambitions, right? Do you find that time is running out fast? Do you feel yourself getting more and more frustrated with things, people, and your life in general? Is all your frustrations annoying the people around you, causing them to want to distance themselves from you, or maybe getting angry with you? And finally, because of these feelings, are you actually falling even more behind than you wish you were? Okay. So I know it's a lot of information and it's all encompassed into one. And my beautiful gems, just trust me, today's topic is very deep. So I'm going to try and focus more on sending out the message than looking at the messages that are coming through in the chat. But yes, please write your messages in the chat. And I do have moderators, and thank you so much for Honeybee, Novi. I mean, you're still a moderator. Leanna, thank you for the super chat. By the way, guys, I am finally a YouTube partner, so I have reached all of my goals, and I am thankful and grateful for all of you. So thank you, Leanna. That is really appreciated. So I am going to focus on this, and there's a lot of information that we're going to talk about, and it's going to be very difficult for some of us, but just, allow yourself to just listen and to go through it, and you'll see how everything will flow easily. And Sophie, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you, honeybee. Okay. So that's what patience is. If you find that you're not getting to where you're wanting to be and things are not just falling into place smoothly and easily, just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath and take a step back, and then allow yourself to see things from a different perspective. Okay. If this alone resonates with you even a little bit, then I invite you, and I invite all of you right now. Honeybee, thank you. My goodness, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I love you too. All of my beautiful gems. I really, really do. Okay. So I invite all of us here right now. Okay. Let's take a deep breath together. Let your shoulders soften. And now relax your breath. Let's get quiet just for a minute. And I invite you to listen to your heartbeat. There's nothing you have to do at this very moment. I want you all to know that each and every one of you are an intricate part of life, forever connecting to everyone and everything around you. And I am here to remind you that everything happens in perfect timing. A delayed train can lead you to an unexpected encounter with someone new. A personal crisis can lead to a healing opportunity. Linda Ann, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Your individual pain can unleash collective transformation, and all in perfect timing. So let's take another deep breath and let's befriend patience. Your soul will thank you for it. Look at this guy. Isn't he awesome? Look at his smile. He's just so heartwarming. Linda Ann, thank you so much. Honeybee, my goodness, you guys are just awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, so guys, the opening message for today is patience. So when we go through all of this, honestly, I need you just to take a step back, just listen. And if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, just let it go. Right, guys? There's no rush. There's nowhere that, there's no right and wrong. We're just here. We're just having a conversation. It's based on all of the research that I do. And I'm just sharing it with you. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist, but I just do my homework. I do my research, and I put it based on my personal experience and the experience of those around me in my life. Okay? We get together like peanut butter and jelly, Phoenix. Okay. Be waiting for the super chat button. Yay. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I think I'm going to start crying. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, so okay, let's begin. So you are not alone, take 3. Because we are going really deep today with the topic of mental health hygiene, I want to ask everyone here a question, and I am going to read your answers. So if you can just type it in. Do you think that you are pessimistic? And for those of you who don't know what pessimistic means, are you the type of person who sees the worst aspect in things or believe that the worst will happen? Thank you, honeybee. So do you guys believe that you're pessimistic? And at the same time, as you're thinking about it or writing your answer, answers, I'm going to have another question for you. Okay? Do you know what your identity is? Like, whom are you? What defines you? And are you happy with your identity? So Phoenix is saying, no, I try to see the best in everything and believe that there is good in everything, because a negative happens, it's happening to allow something positive to come in. How beautiful is that? Phoenix, thank you for sharing that. That is amazing. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So what is your identity? Do you know what your identity is? And what defines you? Just say yes or no, or if you know, you can type it in if you want, because this is really critical in order for us to get through the whole concept today. I don't fully know me yet, but am working on it. Linda Ann, thank you for your honesty. I really appreciate that. You're welcome, Phoenix. Okay, so I'm gonna ask that question again. I do know my identity, but I don't know how to explain it. Okay, fair enough. Now, the other part of this question is now, how do others define your identity? Would they say the same thing about you that you say about yourself? This is new knowledge, though I haven't always. Very nice, Phoenix. Congratulations. Arcadio, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I really, truly appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, and I love that little kitten is beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So here's the question. Do others define your identity the same way that you think about yourself? And what would they say about you? They always say I'm different, like not of this world. Honeybee, interesting. Okay. But is that the same identity that you find yourself, or that you define yourself as? They always say I'm different, like not of this world. All right. So honeybee, let's go back. Is that the same identity that you have of yourself? So this is a really, really interesting point. Okay, so if the answer is no, then can we please agree that our identity is not set in stone, right? And can we agree that our identity can change? Phoenix says people that are negative. So hold on. People that are negative towards me will tell me I'm different and I'm weird and I'm crazy. People who love me will say I'm caring and funny and giving. Interesting. Okay. All right. So you have different. Okay. Oh my goodness, all these trolls. Delete, delete, delete. Okay. All right. I think so. Yeah, no, kind-hearted, loving, and I tend to listen and encourage. Okay. Nobody describes me as I think of myself. I believe that may be residual self-depreciation. Okay. All right. All right, guys. All right. So that's good. So let's just agree for tonight that our identity is not set in stone, and we can we can change it. Okay, so if you guys agree with that, just thumbs up for me. You can go ahead and thumbs up. Let's see, people aren't always used to good people anymore, so when they meet me, it's a different encounter, so that's why they say not of this world. Oh, I get you, honeybee. That's amazing. So good for you, right? So hey, Gypsy Angel, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. No, we just began. That's good. We're all good. So just for Gypsy Angel, I am going to repeat the question. Okay. So the question was, do you know your identity? Okay. So if you do, that's great. And then, sorry, I have like hair bothering me. So do you know your identity? And the second question is, do people have the same identity when they think of you? Do they match? And if they don't, then I invite you to agree that our identity is not set in stone and that we can change our identity. Okay. And this is important for the whole lesson for today. Okay. So please keep that in mind as we go through today's You're Not Alone, take 3. Okay. So personal hygiene and mental hygiene are closely related, and they both can affect our day-to-day living or day-to-day activities. Okay. How many of you perform daily personal hygiene? Okay. I mean, what is personal hygiene? Do we shower every day? Do we brush our teeth? Do we use deodorant? Are we wearing clean clothes? Do we wash our hands after using the washroom, brushing our hair? Like, I believe that we all perform our personal daily hygiene, self care. Yes, absolutely. Right? I don't even always brush my hair. I do use the deodorant every day and clean clothes. Excellent. Okay. So, of course, it is different for everyone, but we are conscious of this, correct? So now um what about emotional wellness? And who knows what that is? Do you guys know what emotional wellness is? I will tell you what it is. It is the ability to successfully handle life's stresses and adapt to change and difficult times. Anna Gatto, hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. And hello, Joannie. Joannie, welcome. Hello. Thank you for joining. Wow. Thank you. I really am happy to have you here. Tamara, hello. Welcome. Listening while driving home in the snow. Oh my goodness. Be careful. Drive safe, Tamara. Thank you for joining. Okay. So, my beautiful gems, what about emotional wellness? And who knows what it is? It is the ability to handle life's stresses and adapt to change and difficult times. Okay. If we don't take care of our mental hygiene, then we can fall into serious health issues. And here are some of them. Okay. And guys, I could have gone on and on and on and on about this because there's a lot of information and there's a lot of different avenues and different types and whatever. So I just try to generalize it for today's lesson. Okay. So let's talk about what a mental health illness or disorder can be. Okay. So we have stuff like mood disorders, so affecting our thoughts and our physical functioning. We can talk about postpartum depression, and that can come from pregnancy all the way to a year after the birth of a child or loss of. Okay. Now, the partners should pay attention to this because this is real. This symptom is real. Postpartum depression is real. You cannot belittle it. You cannot, tell them to snap out of it. This is real. Understanding that emotional situation is important. Okay. Another one, guys, never had postpartum depression. Okay. Laura, hello. Thank you. Another one is bipolarism, the inability to carry out day-to-day tasks because of unusual shifts in mood, energy, concentration, or focus. Okay. This is serious. Let's talk about another one. How about, and I know that you guys might think, really? And I'm here to say, yes, really. PMS, premenstrual syndrome. This is a symptom that the mental health condition includes mood swings, irritability, and other signs of depressions, along with, of course, the cramps, the bloating, the pain, and the headaches, all of those, right? But this is also some sort of disorder, our body is shifting, which causes a lot of, mental health issues. Okay. Here's one that a lot of you might be familiar with, whether it's in the past or you are currently going through this, but anxiety disorder, excessive worry. How many here have lived through that? Sleepless nights, not being able to think clearly, having that clouded mental situation. Okay. So let's move on. Compulsive disorder. It could be either mental. Laura Pianta, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And that is so cute. I love the hearts. Thank you. So compulsive disorder, mental or physical. Social anxiety. Social anxiety. We're talking about fear of being judged, embarrassed, humiliated, behaviors such as avoiding people, talking or even hiding, or the opposite, being the center of attention. Look, I'm fine, I'm great, everything's great. Look at me, I'm happy, and suffering silently. Right? OCD is me, Linda. All right. I have bad social anxiety. I come home and oh God, Phoenix, I'm so sorry. So this is why I thought this was a very important topic. And we're going to talk about how we can help ourselves. Okay. Here's another one. Binge eating, bulimia. Those are disorders and it shouldn't be, right? And I know this is difficult for a lot of us because a lot of us have experienced a lot of these issues. Let's talk a little bit about trauma-related disorders, okay? I'm sure you've heard it, especially those that go to war, the people in the armies, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. What are some of the things you have gone through and didn't even realize that it was PTSD? The ones that we're familiar with, oh my God, you were in the war, you've experienced like crazy things, you saw things that you shouldn't have seen. But there's more. There's more to this, and people don't even realize it, right? If you've been in a serious accident, that is a traumatic experience. Tiger's Eyes, hello. Thank you for joining. So nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. Okay. Another one is if you've had either physical or sexual assault, that is PTSD. Don't tell me that someone can deal with that trauma and be okay. No. Me, PTSD, but not from war. Exactly, honeybee. Exactly. A lot of us have gone through such serious traumatic situations in our lives and didn't even know that it was serious. Good for you, honeybee. I'm glad you worked on it. Another one is exposure to traumatic events at work that, just get put under the rug, not dealt with, and whatever. Another one is serious health problems, cancer only being one of them. How many of you have received like that scary news, that traumatic experience, that whether it's you or a loved one, right? Childbirth. Believe it or not, my beautiful gems, if you've had a child, that is traumatic. For some of us, it is a beautiful experience. For most of us, it's a beautiful experience, but the body goes through so much trauma. And let's not forget, not everyone is lucky. The child sometimes makes it and sometimes doesn't. That is horrific, right? And of course, those that go to war or those that go through conflict all the time, right? And finally, my beautiful gems, and I think a lot of you here have experienced this one: betrayal, divorce. That is trauma, my beautiful gems, right? I have had 3 cesarean births. How traumatic is that? Cutting you open and pulling out a baby from you. Come on. Serious, okay? Personality disorder. We've already talked about narcissistic personalities. They have little empathy of others. We talk about borderline, which is impulsive, unstable self-image, mood swings, whirlwind of emotions, right? Yes and yes, right? Tiger's eyes, I'm sorry that happened to you and can be scary. Of course it is, yes. Another one is avoidant. Someone can be extremely shy or feel inferior to others. That is not normal, right? That's a personality disorder. Someone who's extremely paranoid, they have this huge distrust and is very always very suspicious of others. Okay? And let's talk about dependent. Someone who's extremely clingy or submissive. I laugh all the time when someone says, "Oh, he's a mama's boy." And I'm like, what does that mean? It means that they could be dependent. It's not always. I'm just giving an example, right? You're surrounded by angels. Amazing. Okay, let's talk about another part of disorders or trauma. And we're going to talk a little bit about addictive and substance disorders. We have alcoholics, numbing yourself to not feel anything. How many of you know this? How many of you have experienced this? How many of you know people who do this? And what about the illegal or the prescribed drugs? Not wanting to feel the true emotions, right? That paranoia. Hey, honeybee, I'm okay. It's on YouTube and it hit the news and newspapers. I asked for this and he left his wallet on the counter. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness, Phoenix. But I quit taking all of them in 2018 because I wanted to feel again, and I love to feel. Good for you, Phoenix. When I got robbed, oh my goodness. See, that's traumatic. That is really traumatic. Guys, I'm so sorry. And I know this is difficult for a lot of us, but the whole purpose of this is to understand it. And as we go through it, I promise you it'll get a lot easier. Okay? Okay. So to help you understand what all this relates to, okay, if you recognize any of these mental health issues in yourself, you might wonder, what now? First, think about how these mental health problems are affecting your life and the lives of those around you. Because remember, even though you're isolating yourself, even though you're trying not to deal with it or not trying to feel your emotions, it affects every single one of us, everyone that's around you, your loved ones, your friends. Everyone's feeling it, everyone's seeing it, and everyone feels helpless, right? So everything is related. Remember, connections are important. Okay. So to understand this and how it can relate to us, let's talk about emotional wound. Okay. Here's how we can define it. Okay. Like emotional wound, I define it as self disempowering belief that we develop from a single or a series of traumatic experiences. And I guarantee you that most of you here have not just had one traumatic experience, but several, a series of them over and over and over again. Okay. And what have we done? If you haven't healed those emotional wounds, what do you think happens to us? I'll let you answer that one. I had to quit my job and found out about my back. It had affected me. I'm going through counseling. Good for you, Tiger's Eyes. We need to take care of our health. We need to take care of our mental hygiene. It is crucial. Okay. Here's the biggest issue that most of us have. Okay. With our emotional wounds and not dealing with it, it is an emotion that we either one, believe that forgetting the traumatic experience and ignoring our emotional feeling will equate to healing the wound. Does that make sense? So by forgetting about it, we think that it's going to heal the wound. Is that even a fact? That makes no sense, right? Or some perceive these beliefs as preventative measures as a way to protect themselves from getting hurt. I want you guys to pay attention, my beautiful gems. Some perceive these beliefs as preventative measures as a way to protect themselves from getting hurt again. Okay? Here's an example of what would be believing you should never fall in love again because you have been lied to, betrayed, hurt, cheated on, or even rejected. Right? You're protecting yourself, right? Or here's another example. You will never apply for that job or that higher position because you were already rejected once. Saskia, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Big time, right? So instead of learning from that experience and understanding the lessons, you became judgmental and critical of yourself. Think about that. Incredible. The belief is that you are protecting yourself. Instead, I invite you to see that you are creating more mental self-destruction than protecting yourself. I know this is getting deep, my beautiful gems, and I want you just to absorb it. And if you have to go listen to it again after, go listen to it again after. Okay? So let's talk about this. What do we do now? So now we understand like what all of these mental issues can be and how they affect us. Let me try again. Hi, Saskia. Honeybee, you're funny. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging her. Thank you so much. All right. So here are some steps to mental health hygiene. Ready? So 1, accepting that you have been wounded, taking responsibility for your wounds instead of blaming external factors. Right? Thumbs up, guys. Number 2, speaking about how you feel to someone who will listen to you, allowing you to think about the event or experience in detail so you're better prepared if it happens again. Right? Not someone who's going to tell you to brush it under the carpet, but someone who's willing to listen to you. Okay? And not everyone is a good listener, my beautiful gems. And if you got to go to a total stranger, then you got to go to a total stranger, whether it is a therapist, whether it is, I don't know, my beautiful gems here talking to each other. Thumbs up for you guys. Okay? Looking at the shadow side brings freedom. Absolutely. Nice one, honeybee. Love it. Okay. Number 3, taking actions that are imperative to changing our mental mind. And these cannot be compromised. Okay. You can't brush another carpet or buy it. You have to take it out, try, scream, eat your emotions, or 2-3 days and then be over it, more on you've dealt with it, done. I'm trying to read it. Phoenix, I know you're typing fast and sometimes like I'm trying to, but I get it. I get your point. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So number 3, taking actions that are imperative to changing our mental mind, and these cannot be compromised. Okay. Number 4. Oh my God. Listen, guys, pay attention. Number 4 is rest. Okay. Not just sleeping all day long, but actually resting, taking a break from your screens, including our phones, TV, play, or listening to music, engaging in meditation. Rest your eyes, immerse yourself in nature. This is imperative. Okay? So not just sleeping all day long, but actually resting. Okay? Number 5, eating a balanced diet and not overindulging, because then what do we have? Guilt, which then leads to what? Stress, oh my God, self-judgment, critical of ourselves. And it goes on and on. Okay? Playing music and dancing, this is one of my things. Okay? So Phoenix, yes, good on you for that, right? Okay? Number 6, drinking enough water to hydrate every cell in our body, including our brain, which is extremely important. A lot of you drink a lot of water, but some of you don't. I'm one of those that don't. Okay. I drink coffee. Well, coffee dehydrates. So I should be drinking a lot more water. So I'm working on it. Guys, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. And I'm admitting it. Okay. But Maria, water tastes like water. I know. It's so tasteless. Coffee tastes good. Okay. So number 7, get fresh air. Especially today. Many of us work from home and don't ever step out for even 30 minutes a day. When you go to a hospital room, what do? The first thing they do is that they'll give you oxygen, right? They give you oxygen. Why? Because oxygen is necessary for the bloodstream. Okay. And we stay stuck in our rooms and in our homes and don't even go out. And can you imagine those of us that smoke? And if you never go out, it's like even more clogging and more like it's not healthy. Okay. Taking fresh air is a must for me. Good for you, Saskia. Good for you. I was going to ask you if you're always peeing. Why? What does honeybee say? Okay. Number 8, vitamin D or sunshine. A lack of this vitamin can easily cause depression. And notice, guys, I didn't talk about depression because depression is a monster on its own. Okay. But all of these can cause depression. Just note. Okay. Number 9, I drink coffee, but my night job, I swear I drink no less than a half a gallon of water. Good for you, Linda Ann. I prefer sunshine and I have had many blood work and they told me my vitamin D was good. In fact, all my levels were good. Excellent, Phoenix. Good for you. I was saying I drink a gallon of water every day, Maria. Good for you. I wish I could. I don't know. Water is just in the summer I'll drink more because it's hot, so it's refreshing. But in the winter, it's cold. I drink hot water. If I'm drinking water, I will drink hot water. I don't drink tea. I don't like tea, so I'll make myself some hot water and I'll put ginger in it, and I'll drink that. Okay, number 9. All right, and probably the most important of all. And guys, I know a lot of you don't want to hear this. A lot of you are really good at this, and the other half of you are just really bad at this, including me. But here it is. Exercise. Exercise, guys. Exercise. Pumping up those endorphins and to alter the state of your mental health. This has been proven time and time again, and Cicero said it over 2,000 years ago. But instead, today, we want comfort. We have Uber Eats, we have Amazon Prime, we have binge watching, anything you want at the tips of your fingers with our smartphone, right? Or should I say our stupid phone? I'm guilty, guys, I'm guilty. But think about it. Okay? In 2013, there was a study on depression that showed that meditative movement like yoga, so qi gong and tai chi, were effective in reducing symptoms of depression. And years later, a separate study showed that regular yoga practice as an intervention, but it had to be regular, was effective in reducing symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Guys, this is research it. You'll find these studies. It's not just me. This is researched. Okay? Here's another one. Aerobic exercise was effectively showing signs of combating anxiety disorder. Guys, we can help ourselves. We just have to do the work. 2016, Fritz and O'Connor showed that just 20 minutes of medium intense exercise successfully reduced symptoms of those with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. So, for those of you who have children with ADHD, please don't give them an iPad or an iPhone. Let them get physical. Linda Ann, okay. But you're probably controlling it with medication, right? Exercise helps me. Long walks and swimming is my thing. Hey, honeybee, you know what? That's exactly my next key factor. Don't do something you don't enjoy. You're setting yourself up for failure. Like if you hate swimming, then don't do that exercise. Instead, I invite you to find out what you would enjoy and do it regularly. I have a routine. I enjoy dancing every Friday night, Saturday night. I'm out with the girls and we're just going dancing, listening to bands. That's my thing. Okay. And if it weren't for that, I think I'd be stuck in my house all day long, like working, which is not healthy. Right. So let's get out of our heads and more into our bodies. Let's reclaim our mental health with more movement. Boxing. Oh my God. Boxing was my favorite sport. Actually, it was just me and all my kids. We used to go boxing. They closed down that studio, but it was the best. I loved boxing. It was awesome. I wish I could go back to boxing. I have to find a studio I like, right? So I don't take Adderall or anything for me. ADHD, dyslexia. I dance and sing and laughing and going for walks, but dancing, I can dance for hours and sexy dancing burns fat. Yes, it does, Phoenix. Love it, love it, love it. You should join me. Okay. It's super fun. Yes. All right. So guys, let's claim our bodies. Let's claim our let's help our mental health. I mean, life is stressful in itself. Life is so hard. And especially now with all of these things going on, whether it is like, oh my God, I just heard in my neighborhood, someone just lost it. They were he shot 5 board members of a condo association. Okay. He was putting in a complaint and I guess he wasn't getting his way. This has been going on for years. He just lost it. He shows up at the condo meeting, boom, 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 just shot everybody. What's happening these days, guys? It's horrible. Okay. Let's take care of ourselves. Kundalini yoga really helps me after I lost my Jesus. Gypsy Angel, God, good for you. You found something that really works for you. Guys, I know that we've all gone through this, and I thought, you know what? This is something that we all need to understand. A lot of us don't deal with it a lot, especially, and forgive me, but I'm not being judgmental here. And I do not differentiate like between feminine and masculine or female or male or whatever. But there's a lot, especially, there's a lot of men that do not talk about their emotional state. And it's traumatic. It's horrible. Wow. Good for you, honeybee. That's amazing. Congratulations. Wow. Amazing. Good for you. All right, gems. So here's a quote that I heard. And honestly, I don't remember where I got this quote, but I thought I'd share it with you guys today. So, your stories are not trivial accounts of self-loathing and self-pity. They are epic tales that conclude with wisdom and self-growth. I loved it. Just love it, love it, love it. So I wanted to focus on a few touchy topics. And this one's, I know it's going to be hard for a lot of you, but just bear with me, okay? Here's one that I want to talk about. And I think we're all going to relate to it. And it's called loneliness. Do you guys like that one? This is a big one, guys. Loneliness comes, and please do not shoot me, guys. Do not shoot the messenger. I am just hear me out, okay? Please. Tired hugs, Linda. You can feel it. Yes, hugs, everyone. Oh my God, you guys are all my beautiful gems. If I can hug you all, you guys would receive so many hugs from me. I'm such a hugger, really, truthfully. You can ask Novi if she's still here. She recently met me and she got a lot of hugs. Okay, so loneliness. This is a big one. So loneliness comes from the lack of intimacy. Okay, let your frustrations out. Just write it all down. Loneliness comes from the lack of intimacy. Yet, I don't get lonely. All right, Phoenix, you don't get lonely. All right. Yet, I have met more single people this year than I have met in my entire life. We as humans need human response. Connecting with people is healthy. Growing older and alone can cause anxiety, stress, and fear. Do you guys agree? You don't have to agree with me, but I don't want you guys to ignore it either. Be honest with your feelings. It's very healthy to socialize with people. Yes, I totally agree, Saskia. Okay. I do enjoy being home alone and I feel alone sometimes. Yes, I do feel lonely. No. Yes. Yes or no, Phoenix? I'm not sure. I can get lonely at times, but not often as much anymore. I enjoy being single, but surrounding yourself with good people always helps, of course. Yes. I think there's a difference. I feel alone, but I don't feel lonely. I feel alone, but I don't feel lonely. Okay. Well, I got to think about that one, Phoenix. Let me think about it. But as I think about it, we'll go on. Okay. So, guys, I like being alone. I like doing my own thing. I have a lot of people that I surround myself with. This brings me a lot of healing. This whole guided gem thing. I do it wholeheartedly. And honestly, am I lonely? If I'm being honest with you now, I'd like to have someone to share my life with. But am I jumping into it? No, because I have fears. I'm not getting any younger. Do I have insecurities? Maybe. But this is the exercise that we're doing here. Okay. Loneliness is big. Okay. And we'll go on and you'll understand what I mean by all of this. Okay. Yes, there is a difference. I enjoy my alone time. I love my alone time. Okay. Some of my reasons for wanting to be home and being alone is not being lonely, have to do with Asperger's spectrum and not because I have any issues. That's fine, Phoenix. You know what? I am not going to judge anyone here. I do not judge people. Okay. I'm just helping those who are stuck here. Okay. So that they can clear. Okay. All right. All right. Got it, Phoenix. Okay. So think about it. What is keeping you isolated? Because some people literally isolate themselves. Okay. Feeling of, okay. So loneliness, we talked about that. I let you guys decide what is healthy for you guys. And remember, everything has to do with mental health. Okay. But as we go deeper into this, you'll see that you may have a different perspective following this. And if you don't, that is okay. Okay. Just trust yourselves. Okay. Here's another one, feeling of not belonging. And this is huge, guys. And this is dangerous and even could be suicidal. Okay? And unloved. Yes, I have wonderful close friends who has that. I get what you mean. All right. Keep an open mind. That's it. Keep an open mind. That's all I'm asking you guys. Just keep an open mind. I don't feel the lack of significant other. Enjoy being on my own. Love will come around for me when it is the right time. Everything happens in perfect timing. We talked about that at the very beginning in case you missed it. Okay. Everything happens at the perfect timing. Okay. But now let's get on to the topic of feeling of not belonging. This is serious and it's a very serious mental health issue. Okay. And we need to help this a lot. So, thinking you are not loved, not having real friends, or surrounded by fake people, or by people who constantly use you. Okay. This is serious. And I'm giving a big shout out, and I'm not going to hide behind closed doors about this one. I'm going to give a big shout out to all parents to please take care of your children emotionally and not just financially. This is a huge issue, especially with financially comfortable families. If a child is neglected emotionally, they will lie and get away with it. They will feel shitty about themselves, excuse my language, okay? And you will never know about it. They will fall into substance abuse because they don't understand their emotions. And some may even self-harm. I know this does not affect you guys. It's for whoever's listening to this out there, my beautiful gems. If you are a parent, please understand your children's emotions. Let them be aware of it. Help them understand it. Okay. And if you can't, because you don't understand yours, get them help. Here's another one. Rejection. Rejection is a form of ADHD. Okay. Once you have been rejected and you don't take care of your mental health, then you risk thinking you are always going to be criticized, even if you're not. This intensifies your emotional sensitivity. This fear can literally ruin your day. You're going to avoid reading your emails because, gosh, it might be bad news. Being ghosted by a person, avoiding new opportunities. Yep. Okay. Your mental health is overreacting. People have said, oh, you're taking things too personally. You are convinced that your partner is mad at you, but all of the time. You ruminate over embarrassing moments that you've experienced. These are all things that happen to you when you have all of these issues happening in our lives, right? Oh my goodness. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. So you are not alone, my beautiful gems. If you recognize yourself anywhere in this topic, I hope that you reckon that recognition has brought you some comfort. Okay. This intensity can also impact our experiences of love and empathy, making us supportive as supportive friends. Being sensitive isn't a bad thing. It means you're in tune with others' emotions and that your heart is open. Okay. So by understanding our emotions and by understanding all of these things, honestly, you guys can help others. Okay. At the same time that you're working for yourself and creating that healthy mental state. Okay. So remember, your mental hygiene needs to include a healthy, nutritional exercise, water, sunshine or vitamin D, some good air, and some rest. Practice these daily, even if it's just 5 minutes. I don't care. Anything you can do. Okay. So being mindful of what's going on right now keeps your thoughts and feelings in the present. Trust happens in the present rather than the past or the future, right? When talking to others, listen fully to their words. The mind, guys, the mind makes assumptions and jumps to conclusions, which leads to mistrust. Attend to the content of the words instead of your thoughts about the words. Okay, I gotta read that. You guys are talking about some. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. All right. So this is new for me too. So don't worry about it, honey. I'm going to. All right. Okay. So don't worry about it. It's fine. So my beautiful gems, believe in yourself. Every day, do something small that is just out of your comfort zone, like that exercise. Not everybody's good at doing this exercise thing, but force yourself, right? By building small successes, you are building trust in yourself. And this is huge. Okay. When I got the email today that I was a partner, YouTube partnered, I was like, oh my God, here's a huge milestone for me and my goals. This is huge. So it took me a long time to get here. I did it organically, slowly, slow and steady wins the race. And this was proof. Everything happens. You don't have to like lose all that weight in like 3 weeks or 3 months. You can just take it slow, step by step. The exercises, step by step. Start with 5 minutes, take 10 minutes. I don't know, put yourself a schedule, but do the effort. Okay. So let's go back to our identity that we were talking about at the very beginning. We agreed that it is not set in stone, right? So let's practice some mental hygiene here, guys. Let's do it. Let's be brave. Let's be humble. Let's be open-minded, interdependent, and optimistic. Okay? I didn't have to talk about this kind of topic today, but for me, it's all about awareness. And once we are aware, even if it helps just one person, it is worth all of my time. All of my time. Okay? Wow, that was a lot. So, guys, tell me what you thought of this. Tell me if it's too much, if it's too deep. Tell me what you guys think. So exciting to be proud. Honey, I got your back always. Oh, you guys are awesome. You forgot that I could put your moderator, Phoenix, if you want. You are more than welcome to help out here. Yes, you have helped me to. Just say the word and I am happy to put you as a moderator. I don't know if Char's going to be upset that I'm taking all her moderators. But yes, I'm happy to do so if that's what you want, Phoenix. I think it's great that you're talking about it. So if you want to talk about it, they still think it... and don't talk about it. Sorry, I have to repeat that. I think it's great you're talking about it. So if you want to talk about it, they still think it is and don't talk about it. Yes, Phoenix. Okay. The best moderators. Yes, they are. Yes, honeybee. Linda, I quit smoking almost 10 weeks. Oh, congratulations, Linda Ann. And I have 10 pounds. That is outside my comfort zone. You know what? You are aware of it now. So, maybe you have to replace that with exercise. Just remember, you're aware of it and how is it affecting you? If you're outside of your comfort zone by gaining that weight, then you know what? And trust me, I quit smoking like 3 years ago, and I put on a lot of weight. So I relate to you a lot, Linda Ann. So I've made myself a commitment that in the new year, next week or so, in 2 weeks, I'm going to put that commitment to myself. So guys, let's support each other here, right? I can do that. Got your back, and Honeybee's got your back regardless. Sure, I'm going to add you, Phoenix. Thank you. Wow, this is an honor. Add moderator. There you go, Phoenix. Ta-da! Okay, so congratulations, Linda. Remember, the bigger picture here is that you actually quit smoking, and it is important, and it gets easier with time. Trust me. I'm 3 years in, exactly now, December, 3 years in. And sure, I gained weight, and sure, I'm outside of my comfort zone, but now that I've got that out of my system, I'm going to work on the rest. So hopefully you'll join me, right? Okay, so before I do the closing energy, okay, I wanted to I wanted to give you all of this information about the little changes that are happening. So please take note that this, I will not, hear me out, I will not be continuing You Are Not Alone on YouTube Live. There's a lot of stigmas attached to mental illness, emotional illness, and talking about it helps us understand. I think so. And there's a lot of people don't, you know what? I wish that 20 years ago, someone told me about all these things. I wish my parents understood emotional hygiene, right? They never taught me. And again, I didn't know it when I had my children. And I promise you, we've gone through our challenges, okay? But when I did learn about it, I did something about it. Okay. I am constantly trying to work with my children. I'm constantly trying to grow and to bring in wisdom. Okay. There's my blue suit. It's healthy to have a place to vent that's not familiar or friends, because let's face it, they don't always want to hear negative emotions. I hear you. I hear you, Gypsy Angel. Absolutely. I have my Turbo Jam DVDs out. Oh, wow. Good for you, Linda Ann. Woo, that sounds fun. Okay. Okay. So, guys, listen. So, before our closing energy, I will not be continuing You Are Not Alone on YouTube Live, but I do invite you instead, if you are interested in joining me on a more interactive platform like Zoom or Teams. I haven't decided yet. Okay. So if that's something that might interest you, then I invite you to add yourself to my email, the mailing list on my website, and stay tuned for the details of You're Not Alone Take 4 in the new year. Okay. So just go to theguidedgem.co and just add your emails into my website, and I will send out a newsletter when I'm ready to do You Are Not Alone Take 4. And the reason why I decided to do this is because trying to read all of these messages and trying to focus on the message that I'm trying to send out, it's becoming very difficult for me. And I think for me to do a better job of this, I think I need to use a platform where I can where we can have actual interaction. Okay. That would be super cool. Perfect, honeybee. Because there's a lot more messages and a lot more information that I can share with you guys. And I think because of, this whole COVID, it changed like the whole dynamics of life. But I've been using Zoom for my beautiful gems, and honestly, it's very powerful. So if you guys are interested, just wait for the newsletter, and I can only send you a newsletter if I have your emails. So if you can kindly put in your emails, that would be great. My 17-year-old daughter's best friend. Oh, God. Sure, Phoenix, take your time. Okay, well, Phoenix is going to be right back, but listen, suicide is a very, very difficult topic, and I think I can't just address it right now. But yes, people have to have their grieving time, but people have to also understand their emotions. Okay. A lot of people confuse grieving with missing. Okay. And that's important because, when we miss a loved one, it can create a different type of emotion. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that, but yes, let her grieve in her own time. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So more information that I'd like to share with you guys is this Wednesday, we are having the compatibilities, and it's going to be for Capricorn. So 8 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. The compatibilities will also resume in the new year. The rest of the compatibilities, I think I only have like maybe 5 left, but that's going to resume in the new year. I'm going to do to Wednesday for Capricorn, and then nothing left for this year. Okay. Remember, I'm hosting, so I won't have time for you guys as much as I would love to. So everything's going to resume in the new year. I will post everything on YouTube. You guys will know. And then I hope to be able to continue what's brewing with my gems daily guidance. If not, please forgive me. And as for the readings and the singles readings, they will also resume in the new year. And if I get a chance, I am going to try and do a year ahead spread for each of the signs. So I'm planning to give you that before I go away for the holidays. Okay. And just a little heads up, download the app Zoom on your computers or on your phones, Tiger's Eyes. It's free. Basically, a video chat time. You will be able to see everyone. Yes. Mm-hmm. And you know what, Honeybee? I don't know if I'm going to use Zoom or if I'm going to use Teams. I think Teams is more stable. Zoom, I like using Zoom, but the challenge with Zoom is that I like to record the event, and it's difficult because the download takes too much time. It takes up too much space. So I find with Teams, it's a little bit easier. So I might switch over to Teams, but I have to change everything on my website and stuff. But yes, I will let you guys know. Thank you for that. Okay. And here's another piece of news before we close the energy. The Elements of Life Tarot's limited special edition will be available in January 2023. So, my beautiful gems, if you want your first dibs and who would like to receive the deck, you have to email me. I have started a list already. People are asking, but I said I have a very limited deck. It is a 100 card deck. We have the traditional tarot deck along with the zodiac signs, along with some oracle cards. Okay. I only printed 100 copies, and that is it. I am not going to print the special edition for anyone anytime. Okay. So it is very, very limited. And that should be coming in. The shipment is supposed to arrive this week. And the time that I set it all up, you will see it posted. I will advertise it and you guys will know. But if you want to save your spot, then you got to email me. Okay. Teams is good. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go to the closing energy. I tried to get this to 1 hour. Maybe I'll be better next year. All right. So the closing energy and spirit is amazing. Okay. When I got this, I'm like, wow, perfect, perfect, perfect. And listen to me when I talk about it. The closing energy is diplomacy. And I thought, diplomacy? And I thought, really? But then I read it and it says, emotional maturity means that your awareness operates even during the most profound emotional states. How perfect is that? So here's some questions for you to contemplate about this and everything that we went through today. Do you tend to avoid uncomfortable feelings through overreacting and exasperating conflict? That's a question. You can write in your journals. Guys, you know I'm all about the journals. Here are some other questions. If there is a current conflict in your life or a place where you are feeling defensive and your guard is up, ask yourself why. I used to be diplomacy personified. Seems like a lifetime ago. Okay. Here's another question. What do you fear might happen if you stopped working so hard to please certain people? And you know what, guys? So this is a thing that just always hits me all the time. We are empaths and we put in so much effort into pleasing other people. Why are we not putting even half of that effort towards ourselves? I still have to figure that one out. I'll let you know when I do. Write it in your journal. Here's another question. How can you take more responsibility for your feelings and express them in less reactive and more open, honest ways? I'm telling you, this card came in at the perfect timing for this take 3, you are not alone. Mental health hygiene. Amazing. Another question. In what area of your life is a little diplomacy needed? Good question. Good question. Write it in your journal. And the final question, what is the simple way you can cultivate peace in your life today? Perfect closing message. My beautiful gems, I don't know. If you really enjoyed this, show me by thumbs up. If you really enjoyed this, share this video. If you really think that this can help someone, you make sure you are aware of not only your emotional hygienes, but help others heal theirs. Help others understand what this is all about. Do your own research. I mean, this is my research. There's so much information out there. There's so many studies. If you want to, help, society, go ahead. But remember, my beautiful gems, please, you come first. And please try not to stay lonely. Okay? Promise me you will be opened to it. All right, my beautiful gems. This is it for today. And I'm going to say Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate Christmas. And if you don't, happy holidays. And to those of you who don't do any of that, I do wish you a happy new year. Okay. I am so excited to see what is in store for us in 2023. It's going to be an amazing year. It is a year of manifestation. I promise you, all our lives are going to change, and they're going to change for the better. We did the work, guys. We did the work. 2022 was a tough year. It was a year of making those important decisions, those big, heavy, dark shadows that we had to deal with, and we did the work. So watch out, 2023. It's going to be big. Oh, definitely, Phoenix, you should. Thank you. Guys, and whoever did the super chats, my goodness, I truly appreciate you. I thank you. This is so much fun for me. It feels like I'm being appreciated. I'm receiving gifts. See, it's starting already. Okay, I'm going to read some of these because I missed out on a lot. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Mary Crimble. Sophie, Merry Crimble, and hope next year is a good one. It will be. Maria doesn't know what we're talking about. I will have to send her a picture. Okay, Phoenix, please send me a picture. All right. What else? What did I miss? Okay, you guys obviously know each other, so there you go. But thank you guys, and all the best. And I will try to get those year ahead spreads hopefully before the end of this year. Maria, I keep getting your emails back. Which one is it? Oh, really? So Maria at theguidedgem.co. It's not .com, it's .co. You can even send it to, I believe, Maria at theguidedgem.ca or hello at theguidedgem.co. Oh, Anna, thank you. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you. It was a beautiful time. Thank you, Honeybee. Thank you, everyone. All right, guys, go enjoy your alone time. Joanne also says thank you. Thank you to Joanne. Guys, love your time here. Thank you for sharing it with me. And I will definitely try and continue sending the daily guidance, and I will continue. I will hopefully send out the year ahead spread for 2023 for all of the signs. And I'll see you guys Wednesday night. Don't forget, we are live Wednesday night for the compatibility for Capricorn. All right. Good night, my beautiful gens. Love you. Thank you. Good night. Namaste. Good night, Linda Ann.